Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cristina and today I am doing a Q&A. So I have a few questions to get to know me and some other fun questions. So let's get right into the video. So the first few questions are going to be about me, and then the last few are going to be like fun questions like this or that and stuff like that. The first question is, what is your full name? My full name is Cristina Elizabeth Ransom. Where were you born? I was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania. What's your height? I'm about 5'2". In centimeters, that's 157, around that. The last time I measured my height was probably like a month ago. What's your favorite sport? My favorite sport is artistic gymnastics. What grade are you in? I'm in 8th grade. Favorite subject? My favorite subject, I don't know. It has to be PE because English is boring. Italian, maybe Italian literature, but I don't know. Probably like PE or Italian literature. Next question is, how many countries have you been to? I've been to 8 countries. United States, Italy, Spain, Germany, Austria, Malta, Canada, Israel. That's it. 8. Next question is, what's your eye color? My eyes are hazel, but they get lighter and darker with like the sunlight or depending on what I'm wearing. Next question. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is either teal or any like pastel color. Are you more artistic or mathematic? I am more artistic. One, because I love drawing. I love drawing, painting, lettering, and I also play piano and violin. So that makes me artistic, and I also hate math. So that's great. What's the furthest you've ever been from home? Probably going to the United States because Italy. Okay, next question is, what other languages do you study other than English? I study Italian because I live in Italy. But like, I don't really study Italian, but like, it's as if it were. So if I were in America, I would be doing English as like English grammar, literature. Since I'm in Italy, I do Italian grammar, literature, reading, that stuff. Okay. And I also study English, like ESL, English Second Language, which is why it's extremely boring, and French. Next question is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I do, and I have a lot of siblings. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers. 3 sisters and 2 brothers. They are all younger than me, so yeah, I'm the oldest. Okay, now let's get to the more fun questions that aren't about getting to know me. Do you prefer long hair or short hair? I prefer long hair. My hair is like medium length right now. Do you prefer dogs or cats? I don't know. I love dogs and I love cats. Well, I'm not really into animals that much, but like dogs are kind of annoying sometimes, but they are cute. But cats are even cuter. So I'll go with cats. Nice. Pizza or pasta? Living in Italy, we eat these daily. I eat pasta every single day of my life, and pizza I eat every single Saturday of my life. It depends on the pasta, it depends on the pizza, but probably pizza. Do I prefer speaking English or Italian? I 100% prefer speaking English. The next question is, do I prefer the morning or the night? I 100% love the morning because I feel so productive in the morning. Like I get up early and I'm like, okay, today's going to be a productive day. And if I start my day productive by doing a lot of things within the first hour or so that I'm awake, it's like the best day ever. Have I ever had any major injuries? I've been doing gymnastics for 8 years. So for 5 years I did rhythmic gymnastics, and then for 3 years I've been doing artistic gymnastics. Okay, so I actually got hurt once in gymnastics. It was probably about in 4th grade, so I was still doing rhythmic gymnastics. And we were at this gym in we were at this gym, and outside of the gym there were some stairs that our coaches loved using for like warming up and leg conditioning. So one of these exercises was going up and down the stairs on one foot without holding onto the railing. And let's just say on the last step, I jumped, because that's what you're supposed to do. And I landed very weirdly. I don't know how this happened, but I twisted my ankle and I fell, and that really hurt. It hurt so bad. But then I got home, like I could barely breathe, and then my coaches didn't have my parents' number. So I stayed there for the next 2 hours doing nothing until my dad picked me up, and then I got home. And then I ended up, since I went to physical therapy for my dad, they also looked at, like they also helped my ankle, and so then it got better, but every once in a while I like roll it a little bit. Another injury that I got was not at gymnastics, had nothing to do with gymnastics. It was probably about 2 summers ago, summer of 2000, no, it was 3 summers ago. Okay, so it's summer of 2018, and we wanted to camp in the living room, and so we set up these gigantic tents in our living room, and then at the last minute I was like, nah, I'm just gonna sleep in my bed by myself, because we were a lot of people, like we lived in a small apartment and there were a lot of us, so we always had to be in the same, like all the kids had to sleep in the same room. So I was like, okay, for once I can sleep by myself. But so when I was carrying all my bed sheets and stuff back to my room, because we had already brought them to the living room, and since it was summer we had a big fan to keep us cool during the night. It was a big metal fan. I tripped over it and I got cut on the outside part that keeps it closed, because it was like very, very sharp, because it was like a big metal fan. So I tripped over that and I fell. So I landed like in a push-up position, okay? So I was standing, this is the fan, I trip over it, I land with my hands on the floor like that, so I'm like that. And guess what? I cut my whole entire shin open. At first, it felt like I would have gotten like a bruise or something. It didn't hurt that bad. And then I looked down and like my leg is cut open. And so I go like, Mom? Then like I probably yelled because I was little, not that little, but I was 10. And then we ended up going to the ER at 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. And I got 20 stitches. And I had 2 layers of stitches. The inner layer had to dissolve, the outer layer we had to take out. But we ended up coming home at about midnight, and yeah. Okay, next question is, are you messy or organized? I try to stay pretty organized, but sometimes I'm very busy with practice, like gymnastics practice, violin, piano, and all that stuff, and I let my stuff accumulate for a day or 2, and it gets just so messy. Like not so messy, but it gets pretty messy. I'm just like, oh, this is stressing me out so much, because messes do stress me out a lot. So I cleaned it up and then I'm all good. So I've lived in 5 houses. Well, I've lived in 5 houses, but I've lived in 6 different places. Well, I've lived in 5 houses. So when I was born to when I was about 4 years old, I lived in Scranton, Pennsylvania, in a little apartment somewhere. I don't even remember, but it was nice from the pictures I saw. And then we moved to Italy and we lived in our grandparents' house until our parents found an apartment to live in. We moved into that apartment, then we moved into another apartment, so that's already 4. And then we moved back to America and lived there for a year in this mansion this big, very big house in Pennsylvania. And then we moved back to Italy and we went back to the house we were in before. And then we went to live at our grandparents' house while they fixed up our new house, and then we moved into this house, which is our new house. So yeah, that took a while, but we got there. Next question. Really fun question. It's gonna have a really funny answer. Okay, the next question is, what was the craziest thing that one of your teachers have done? So in 6th grade, I had this math teacher. It was her last year of teaching, and she didn't really enjoy teaching that year, at least. So one day she found a calculator in one of my classmates' pencil bag thing, and she took it and she threw it out the window. Luckily it didn't break, and after my friend went to go get it with another teacher and they found it and they brought it back. Okay, last question is, what's the best thing that happened to you this week? The best thing that happened to me this week was that today is the last day of school for Easter break. I'm very happy about that. Today's Wednesday, and I don't have school till next Wednesday, so that's great. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification. And if you want to suggest any videos, you can comment down below. Bye!